Welcome to lecture 4.4, logarithmic differentiation. Consider the following real-valued functions. F of x is equal to x raised to x. F of x is equal to 7 raised to x. And f of x is equal to the quantity x minus 1 times the quantity x squared plus 4 raised to x. So far, we have discussed the differentiation of exponential forms where u is a differentiable function of x. We have discussed a raised to u, where a is a positive real number not equal to 1, and e raised to u. Now, for the form u raised to v, where v is a differentiable function of x as well as the u, the technique called logarithmic differentiation will be used. Here are the steps in the logarithmic differentiation. First, take the natural logarithm of both sides of the equation. Simplify the right-hand side of the equation using the applicable laws of logarithm. And then differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to x and solve for y prime. So this is similar to the implicit differentiation where we solve for y prime. But the difference is we're going to make use of logarithms. Example 1, we have here y is equal to 2x raised to x. Okay, taking the logarithm of both sides of the equation, we take the natural logarithm ln y is equal to ln of 2x raised to x. ln y is equal to, we are going to make use of the logarithm laws. Okay, so this can be split. We have ln 2 plus ln x raised to x. And then we have here ln y is equal to ln 2 plus x ln x. Now, we are going to take the derivative of both sides of the equation. So let us just copy this. Taking the derivative of both sides of the equation with respect to x. Okay, this one, the left side will be 1 over y times y prime. And then this is equal to 0 plus, how do we get the derivative of x ln x? Okay, this one is a product. This is your u, and then this is the v. Okay, let us answer that. We have u dv. U is x, and then the dv, the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Okay, u dv plus v ln x, and then the du is just positive 1. Okay, it's a product. Multiply both sides of the equation by y, because the only thing that should be left on the left side should be y prime only. We have y prime is equal to y times 1 plus ln of x. Substituting back y is the original given. So we have here y prime is equal to 2x raised to x times the quantity 1 plus ln of x. This is now the final answer. Example 2, we have y is equal to 3 over the quantity x minus 6 raised to 5 over 2. We have already solved this on the lecture 3.2, example 5. Using logarithmic differentiation, we have ln y is equal to ln of, we have 3 over x minus 6 raised to 5 over 2. Okay, we have ln y. Do not differentiate yet. This is a quotient, so we can split it into ln 3 minus ln of the quantity x minus 6 raised to 5 over 2. This one becomes 5 over 2. We can bring down the power using the law of logarithm for powers. Now, this one will be easier to differentiate because ln of 3 is a constant. Okay, the derivative is 1 over y times y prime is equal to 0 minus 5 over 2. And then the derivative of x minus 6, ln x minus 6 is 1 over x minus 6. And then multiplied to positive 1, derivative of x minus 6. Multiply, and let's simplify first. We have y prime over y is equal to negative 5 over 2 times the quantity x minus 6. Okay, multiply both sides of the equation by y. We have negative 5 over 2 times the quantity x minus 6. And then this is the y. Okay, substituting back the y. Here, we are going to combine the x minus 6 using multiplication of fractions. The final answer will be positive 15 over 2 times the quantity x minus 6 raised to 7 over 2. This is the derivative of y with respect to x using logarithmic differentiation. Example 3, p is equal to the cube root of q squared plus 4q plus 6. This has been solved also on lecture 3.2, example 10. Okay, taking the logarithm of both sides of the equation. Okay, ito, i-transform na natin into fractional exponent. Okay, we have ln p is equal to 1/3 ln of the quantity q squared plus 4q plus 6. Taking the derivative of both sides of the equation, we have here 1 over p times the derivative of p with respect to q is equal to 1/3 times the derivative of ln of this trinomial is, we have a fraction. On the denominator, we have q squared plus 4q plus 6. And then on the numerator, we can already write the derivative, 2q plus 4. Okay, next, multiply both sides of the equation by p. So we have 2q plus 4 all over 3 times the quantity q squared plus 4q plus 6. And then times p. Okay, we can now write the p here. P is the given. Raised to 1/3. Okay? Let us just simplify our answer. The derivative of p with respect to q is equal to, let's also employ factoring. 2 times the quantity q plus 2. And then after that, the exponent of the trinomial will be, we have 1/3 minus 1, 2/3. And it will be on the denominator. This is now our answer. Example 4, we have already solved this also in lecture 3.2, example 7. Y is equal to the quantity x plus 3 squared over the quantity x minus 5 raised to 5. Taking the logarithm of both sides of the equation, we have a quotient on the other side of the equation. Okay, applying the laws of logarithm, this becomes numerator, we have 2 ln of the quantity x plus 3, and then minus, for the denominator, we have 5 ln of x minus 5. Taking the derivative of both sides of the equation, we have 1 over y times y prime is equal to 2 over x plus 3, and then minus 5 over x minus 5. Okay. Let us combine the fractions because for sure this will be simplified later. Okay, how do we combine this? We have negative 3x minus 25 all over x plus 3 quantity times x minus 5. Next step is to multiply y to both sides of the equation so that y prime na lang yung matitira. And also, ilabas natin yung negative. So, we have 3x plus 25 all over x plus 3 times x minus 5 multiplied to y. I-multiply na natin yung y dito. Y is x plus 3 quantity square and then over x minus 5 raised to 5. Let's just simplify. So we have negative quantity 3x plus 25 times x plus 3 and then all over x minus 5 raised to 6. This is now our final answer. Example number 5, f of x is equal to the ln of x raised to sine x. Take note that this is not the same as ln x raised to sine x wherein we can bring down sine x. No, this means that the entire ln of x is raised to sine x, not just the x. So be careful. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is to take the logarithm of both sides of the equation. So this becomes ln sine x, ln of x. Okay, applying the power. Okay, taking the derivative of this, it becomes 1 over f of x times f prime of x, the derivative. And then how do we get the derivative of this? So this is u and then this is v, a product. Okay, be careful because the v is ln of ln. There's an ln inside the ln function. So how do we get the derivative of this? Okay, u dv. Okay, u and then dv. The derivative of v is 1 over ln x. Okay? Because ito yung una nating u, ln of u. 1 over ln x times the derivative of ln x, which is 1 over x times 1. And then after that, we have plus v du, ln of x times the derivative of u is cosine x. All right, so let us just simplify first. We have sine x over x ln x plus cosine x ln of ln x. Okay? And then multiplying both sides of the equation by f of x, we can actually put the f of x on in front. So this is the f of x. And then multiplied to this entirety. This is now the final answer. You have now reached the end of the discussion. You are highly encouraged to answer the following exercise.